that although on one hand, I am curious about what my journey will be. So obviously another goal of mine will be, yes, meet a nice lady this year, and hopefully,
Ouch!
yeah,
You're
get into a long-term
that means-
relationship. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so the other one is still in the running, or that means she's not the one.
I mean, one way or another. That's
Oh, okay.
that's obviously the goal, right?
Okay.
It's like underlying everything, you know.
Okay.
I cannot be floating around anymore. So again, I'm welcoming any motivation. So I was thinking, maybe that angle where I actually do play this hopeless romantic, whatever, would that push me into actually getting lucky to find this lady, right? I wondered. Well, Ricky, every time I say that you say you have a bigger goal and you don't want a girlfriend.
Yeah, I have a bigger goal.
Yeah. I get
It's
it.
not like I don't want to.
But you gotta
be with
realize
someone.
You
I
gotta
want to be with
realize
someone.
that.
It's like,
Yeah.
are they on the same path as me, right?
Mhm.
And will they accept that path?
But we not even look for that unicorn, that somebody who's totally okay taking the journey with you, your creative journey. Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You say you cannot say you are not looking because you are going to all those meetups.
No,
looking for ladies.
I do. But
Yeah.
the fact is that when you get in a relationship, there's a lot of expectations for you to do stuff, right?
Not a lot, man.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I mean,
reasonable, yeah.
if you're getting with a girl, there's gonna be like, oh yeah, you can have your own life, but what they really mean is drop it, because we're gonna be a couple. No, there's a lot of Asian people are like that, right?
I've been with many agents. None of them truly bottom of the earth. They all wish best for me. They never want me to stop anything that I'm passionate about.
Okay.
That's a sign of you are being cared
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think you kind of have preconceived ideas that are holding you back, right? Because you haven't even met that person yet, and you're already saying you're blanketing everybody, right? I wouldn't.
But I
do
guess
that.
he went through some who went the contrary, who want to take the husband / father role and not drop that was not earning money maybe.
No, I think I'm just careful to be
I
like,
think
okay, if we're on the same path,
Yeah.
I think it's worth exploring.
Yeah.
But if the
Yeah,
girl
still,
is like,
still you gotta give yourself the best chance, right? So you gotta go into those creative places or creative girls who are more prone to understand you. I guess.
they're there,
Yeah.
but they're not abundant. They're not abundant.
Yeah, well,
It's okay. I mean,
yeah.
you deal with whatever you can
No,
get.
seriously.
But no,
It's like Dustin.
Yeah.
Just take whatever you can get.
No, but I've met.
No, what?
Yeah. I mean, but
You're having less expectation. You're just kind of like accepting. Yeah, let's see what happens.
yeah.
up
Also,
there, right?
yeah, I realized 2021. You know, I told you I went on a lot of dates. It's really hard to find somebody who's worthy, the whole worthy thing. But also, by definition, it's difficult. Otherwise, it won't be worthy.
Yeah.
It has to be difficult, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think don't give up and.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
giving up.
Okay.
It's like,
I would use your creativity philosophy and go with the flow, man.
no, I
Let yourself be free.
Oh, you
and
met a
let
nice
the-
lady.
no, I met some girls who are actually kind of creative, so
Oh wow. Good.
I was surprised.
Hopefully this is going well.
And I think maybe with this whole COVID thing, people like girls that are, I think are normally hard to find. Maybe this will kind of make them kind of step up their game so that they can say,
Yeah,
hey,
if I was in his shoes, I'd be going to say those film screening and all classes of U of T and so on.
No, they don't have to be film.
I mean, I'm
Just
saying,
like,
yeah. Just-
someone
just-
in the creative field
yeah.
is like,
Just
they understand.
Yeah, give yourself the most chances and go to
Yeah,
the
but
place where they hang out.
it's pandemic. It's tough.
Exactly.
Before the
If you want-
pandemic,
yeah.
I was like in like those film meetups all the time. Like
Yeah.
every week, I would go meet new people, right? But it's like
Yeah.
pandemic, so
Yeah. Obviously, pandemic will stick around. I maybe spring it will get better. It'll be a while, but I don't think it's going to last forever. Especially Omicron, I think is a good sign. It's and beginning of the end, I think. How about you? Any are you lady plan or just
Yeah, I
starting?
think for me, like yeah, like I said, I'm more open to whatever happens. Like I have my ideas of who I'm looking for and stuff like that. But again, I'm working with the root, so I'm actually just that's in the plan. But I'm working on the things that I want to do first. So I'm gonna be passionate. I'm gonna chase after all the things that I want to do. And that, I mean, I take into account that there's pandemic and all this stuff, but I'm very optimistic, that, right? So I believe when I'm just doing what will make me happy and I'm following my passions and I'm getting my stuff done, then that's when I'm gonna get my girl. That's it, right? I don't care about pandemic. I don't care about all the different, if there's like not so many of this or not so many of that, and I don't care if she's perfect. I don't care, it's just, like really, I believe kind of more of in an energy kind of thing, right? Like when I'm happy, when I'm right, when I'm making things happen for me that, like all the stuff we're talking about where, you're following your passion and you're just, enjoying the process. That's when, and I've met tons of, ladies before, like I said, where instead I had all these kinds of ideas, like you guys are saying, like, I'm like, oh, well, she's not, might not be worthy and this and that or whatever. And I was like pushing stuff away that I was afraid of myself. And then I was busy, like, wasting time with people that I'm just like, just chasing stupid stuff that I shouldn't be chasing. Just because I wasn't, and now I realize where it comes from, right? It's not like there was an opportunity. There's tons of opportunity. I could be married like fucking 20 times now. You know what I mean? And
bad mistake, but okay.
No, but I mean, I can't say for me that there's no opportunity, and this girl wasn't good. No, I've met all kinds of girls. I dated all kinds of girls. I had opportunities to be with all kinds of different girls, and it was just me and all my bullshit. And so that's why I settle all my
bullshit, Brian.
Yeah, I settle all my bullshit, and there's I don't think there's so much bullshit left, and so now it's just like I said, I don't have that energy. I'm not pushing. I'm not pulling.
I want to hear a specific, more concrete picture of this lady than just now.
More concrete, like
describe her.
There's.
She has
I think
10
four.
fingers.
No, I have four. I have four requirements, right? So one is that she takes good care of herself.
Okay, so she's fit, mentally and physically.
I mean, like just like me, right? Like I take care of myself physically, I take care of myself spiritually, mentally, whatever, right? Whatever I need, I'm taking really good care of myself. Like I'm happy, I'm strong, I'm healthy. And so whatever she needs to do, whatever, if she's doing yoga or whatever, I don't care. If she want to do Pilates, but go crazy. But at least she has that same, takes good care of herself. That's big for me. And then the other thing is, she has to have a love and connection as her like kind of number one priority.
As in with you or in general?
Just in general.
Just in general. Okay.
Yeah, people that they want to be, like there's a few other things that people...
As in they find meaning within the relationship by nurturing the relationship.
It's important for them to connect with people and they see the value of like love in their life.
So more extroverted people who tend to to value relationship.
No,
rather than introverted person.
No, introverted can be very.
Really?
No. Well, introverted people can value relationships even stronger, I think.
But he's talking about in general, this lady is more out there fostering relationship rather than just taking care of immediate circle of her.
I think it's just like a focus of priority for her, right? It's important for her to find like someone to love, and that she's there to love that person.
Yeah,
like
instead of putting herself everywhere at the same time.
Like she has like she sees the value in that, and she wants that. Like she wants a boyfriend. Okay. Let's put it that way. There's lots of girls out there. Just to give you an example of a type of girl that I'm not into. Is where it's more important for them to be significant or important. So they're busy chasing. They want you to do everything, lie down for them, because they need to be important. They have to be special. So you constantly have to, like, oh, she's always like, I need to this, and she's always upset, with, what, yeah, she always wants to have more of this, more money, more attention, all that. I'm not into that. When she's like, I want a boyfriend, I want to be with somebody, that's the kind of girl I'm attracted to. You know what I mean? Someone who's more, she can be whatever, gorgeous, not gorgeous, or whatever, and she can.
She better be gorgeous.
Well, but the thing is, she wants to be with somebody. She's the value of it. It's not like I need to be important and I need to whatever. Like, I'm gonna give to her anyway. So, but we work on what's more important, which is love and care. So is someone that needs to be special that way. Like she doesn't care about about the rest of the world. She doesn't care about other people, this, that, whatever. Like it's all about her. You know what I mean? And that's not what I'm into, right? So when she's into all about love and connection, that type of person has more consideration for others. She cares about the guy she's with, and how can I be a better girlfriend for him? How can I, it's more giving, right? It's that, it's that, like I said, when you come to the relationship to give, you're not coming to go, okay, where, what's in for me? What do I get? Right? I'm not, what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
It's about love and connections. Like, I appreciate, see, she would have appreciation, for who she's with, and then it's more, you have to worry about what you're getting. I'm going to give you everything, and I don't have to worry about getting anything from her, because I'm going to, it's just mutual, you know what I mean?
Okay. Now, what's the other two qualities?
The other two...
So first thing was, she has to be fit.
Yes, I have a little thing about hands. I like nice hands on a girl.
Okay. That's far left field.
Yeah. That's just one of my
hands.
Yeah,
okay.
Kind of nice hands. That's just one of my things. And then
number 4.
The number 4 is.
This should be a surprise. Number 1, okay, yeah. Number 2, yeah, totally. It's like I saw that coming. Hands, bitch. Like I said, 10 fingers. Gotta have your fucking 10 fingers.
Only 11.
She can make 11 fingers work.
Even better than 10, yeah?
I'd like her to be comfortable with her sexuality.
I
would say that.
So very sexually experimental lady, I see.
Just
just comfortable with
comfortable, with So I don't like the ones that are all conservative.
Are we talking about like bondage and S&M?
No.
Comfortable or...
No, yeah.
Just being comfortable.
Just comfortable in general, right? So like we can talk about sex, like we can talk about bondage or whatever. I shouldn't have to be into it. Okay. I'm not into it. But,
I mean, that's
but the thing
about
is,
her own desire. I mean, how we manage
exactly.
it.
It's comfortable with her own sexuality. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, right? So, that's important to me because I'm just not into the people that you can't talk about this and that. I'm not comfortable with it. And then you got problems later, right? For me, I don't have a problem. Like we talk about everything here. And I'm good. Like, we don't have to be in everything, but we can discuss everything. You know what I mean? And that's what I want from her is just like kind of, comfortable in this way, right? I don't I don't talk about this. I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to explore anything. I don't want to, oh shit. Like, so.
See, I mean, I said my goal was to work out only twice a day. There's been 10 days. None of those happened during the weekdays. I worked out at least 3 or 4 times during the weekdays. She's like, because I've been keep going, right? I gotta reduce this somehow. That means I gotta
just eat cookies.
Because I cannot abandon my lunch group
or
5 p.m. group.
Dustin.
Dump the girl group. The early girl.
I mean.
So what are your requirements for your girl? Yeah. So your goal for your girl is just to find someone this year, someone that's compatible.
There's there's a lot about this chemistry and compatibility and all those things. You need all of them.
Yeah.
You cannot just have one or the another, right? You have to have some chemistry.
There's a perverted smile.
you have to have some comparability, right? And if you compare them, they say comparability is more important than chemistry in the marriage, right? So if you are looking for marriage partner, again, it's less about chemistry and more about comparability.
Yes.
But yeah, but the thing about my ideal picture changes every time.
Every time you see somebody else.
Who my current crush is. In a way, I think I'm easy to please because every time I sort of pseudo be very whatchamacallit, fond of the person, I am satisfied with it.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
That's like not being a perfectionist.
Yeah, I mean,
like you have some ideas and then you meet someone, you're like, she'll do. You know, it's not, you're
but,
not.
But there's a big caveat. For ever since my divorce, I say nothing like the my ex-wife. That's the I became more discerning about some qualities, right?
I don't think that's...
What is one quality you can distill from your ex-wife to say no, never again?
No, for example, a lot of bad they come bundled with good.
No. What's one quality like
one thing that I cannot deal with is this emotional roller coaster that I had to ride. The high and low.
So like mood swings, you can't stand on a woman.
I mean, everybody has some kind of a waves, right? But it was too high for me to handle and too low for me to.
Was she like bipolar?
Yeah, I think she was near that, right? Because she had amazing highs where everything life is so good, but that I couldn't catch up with it, so I became a killjoy kind of way. Because I'm more even person. And when she goes down, I tried very hard to bring her up, but I couldn't do it. And this was, I think, repeating pattern of our marriage where she goes up and I cannot catch up. When she goes down, I cannot pull her up. So it's like kind of I was feeling so.
I get this wave image of she's like and you're flat.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So after that, one of my requirement is I want less up and down, less drama, for sure.
So that's like a deal breaker.
Yeah, I can. I realized.
Do you have
no. Before I got
breaker?
married, I was thinking I'm very strong person. I can. I mean, cover all the faults and everything. Out of love, I can do it.
Out of love.
Yeah. And I realized I love that I'm not strong person. I'm just a regular guy who just cannot save anybody. So
and then you think back, oh, that was cringy shit.
No, I still believe.
No, thinking that you were some sort of a love knight.
Yeah, I was totally that knight in shining armor or Buddha kind of way. I said, like, you know what? I will just tolerate all your fault because I chose your kind of thing. I was so romantic. I'm still romantic, but
I think so.
But I'm still romantic. But I realized that I am not.
Maybe do you think it's possible?
Prince,
maybe it's something you like, some just new skills that you can learn. Relationship.
I certainly got better. I mean, I gotta give it to it. I certainly become a better man through all these years of marriage. Cool. I learned about a little bit of woman. I learned about how not to judge a person or blame a person. I learned about taking the other person's side. I mean, the viewpoint. I mean, I could always do it, but especially your wife's point of view when you are so angry, but okay, let's think about this, kind of, I became more patient. Cool. On the other hand, I also, I feel like that I was looking down into the abyss and my own monsters for too long, and I found some monsters in me as well.
And you have nothing to write about?
Well, it's kind of like a trauma, man. It's like you don't go there.
Actually, it might be therapeutic for you.
You
don't have to deal with all the deep, dark stuff right away.
That's why you don't write it exactly the way it is.
I know what you mean.
Allegory, man. Or
I know what you mean. Parallel or a character standing just close enough for me.
Yeah,
right?
That's why we have movies where people slay monsters but not talk about their marriage. Those are art house films. Those are hard to watch.
Wow, I mean, let's not get there because
those make people very sad.
So one of my requirements, yes, I don't want the relationship to go up and down. So some
You want
person-
someone more even.
Yeah,
even
some
keel.
even. And I always, well, it's not that my ex-wife wasn't moral, but I always like good moral character, as in somebody who knows what's right and what's wrong.
What's your definition of right and wrong?
My definition of right and wrong? Or,
I mean, everybody has a different definition, so how do you figure out whether
Well, something
she's-
that aligns with his.
no, not necessarily. The ultimate right and ultimate wrong probably is something universal, as in that what's written in the ethics, as in what the community or the human wisdom recommend. That's good, and what's
like
bad.
the Ten Commandments.
No, I mean, like law doesn't cover what's good and what's bad. It's only tell you. It's a creative way to you guideline, right? But certainly, say intention of law must be good. What it's trying to do. The side effect is probably bad, you know. So, what's good is usually what's good for you and others.
Okay.
In terms of well, two people, a whole family, or like community, whole country, or globally, or even planetarily. Yeah, what's good will be good for all of them. What's bad will be the opposite of that, where it will be bad for you, bad for the two people, bad for your family, bad for your etc. etc.
Okay,
you,
next
you
quality.
want someone like to be considerate. Is that what you're saying?
No, I think that
Because you're considering everybody, like the family, others, everybody, how you do things, how
I
it
mean,
affects.
this is my definition of good and evil. But I'm saying moral character is that somebody who just a moral character wouldn't harm other people, his or her
Yeah, but
own
that's
gain,
that's different for everyone. You know, harm is different. Like
no. So
like-
some
like-
people totally will take for his own convenience, will take a easier route.
yeah, but I'm saying there's this big spectrum. There's some people here who won't harm people. There's some people here who won't harm people, but
Right.
there's some people who won't harm people unless.
Yeah.
And there's some people here who would just harm the crap out of anyone, right?
Yeah.
But everyone see themselves as a better person than who they are.
So
You know what I'm saying?
no, I'm
It's
talking,
like-
your spectrum is correct, but
Yeah.
the more highly moral character you are, the more to the toward that you will never do it, no matter what.
I know, but everyone is on a different scale.
Yeah.
They'll never really show themselves truly to anyone except
Oh yeah,
themselves.
yeah.
So,
Sorry. Yeah.
so the thing is, it's a bit vague in that sense because you'll never see anyone truly as themselves.
Yeah, like also,
And-
you
and,
might never
yeah,
know.
there's
Like
a difference.
they might not even know.
Right.
Like what would trigger them to do something bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like what you're saying.
Yeah.
You found it in yourself that you had some demons,
Yeah.
right? Like you didn't even know.
Yeah, you gotta go to extreme.
How do you
yeah.
know? So, if she's judging you by that, right? And she's going, "Oh, I want someone moral character," and then you're like, "I found some demons." Ah!
No, you gotta
You know?
go to some extreme conditions. That's when things get weird.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, shit
What are you
test.
gonna do to her?
You're gonna shit test her?
You go. I just took your drink. What do you feel about that? Are you okay?
Okay, I'm not out to test anybody, but I'm saying when the extreme things happen, and there is a line between you cross over to become selfish or still become considerable, I guess, right? And the more highly moral you are, the more you can go beyond yourself.
Sounds like a Dungeons and Dragons quest.
Might be.
Next
So,
quality. Next quality.
Next quality.
Next quality. You can't argue that. That last one is
okay, yeah.
unarguable.
I think she better be artistic.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean any art we do, but I think all the people who are artistic, I think it's about now I wouldn't say escape, but having some vision or I mean aesthetic. I guess same is. For me, artistic is same as aesthetic. They can appreciate the beauty, so I like the quality.
So this is a deal breaker if she wasn't.
Oh,
artistic,
if she's totally not, if she's not artistic at all, I cannot.
but she's gorgeous.
I don't care.
she
It's
loves you.
like a desert. It's like there's nothing in them in a way. But then again, a lot of artists are totally selfish, and I'm looking at him when I say that. But So
Not
no,
Ricky. Okay.
seriously, I dated a painter, or should I say, okay student who wanted to be painter. She was totally selfish, and also, but that goes against my second condition, which is highly moral, right? She was too artistic, and she was selfish, which is not a good combination for me. So I guess yeah, she better be not too high and up, so more even than or that bipolar is.
Oh.
Then yeah, she should be morally pretty high on the spectrum. Should I say not a saint? I'm not looking for a saint or martyr.
So you want someone who's like a good person.
yeah, a good person. Yeah,
So she's a good person. She's even keel.
right. And she's
what else?
she
And she's
appreciates the art.
artistic.
Yeah. And hopefully somebody who likes books, because I cannot imagine me throwing out those books again.
You know, about those books.
Yeah, it's like,
You know,
it's like
they have audio books.
Everyone wants to get rid of the books, including my family. But I hope.
It looks nice though.
Yeah, I hope the girl is okay. I want to book a girl who also comes with her set of books, so we can fill the house with books.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
That's what. But the thing is, it's not a must. It's just like to have, right?
What is it with you and books? Like, why do you need her to
Makes them horny.
No, this is what I found. So first thing after divorce, when I moved into my own place,
Bibliosexual. That's what they call it.
it's no, so it's that I yeah, sapiosexual or whatever that. It's not about intelligent. For me, book is just object something I love. So I feel good surrounded by books. That's why, like, when I got my divorce, when I first moved in, I put all those boxes of books that I had to put storages because my wife wanted more space. And I just decorated my house.
Did
with
you take a
books.
selfie with all those books and send it to her?
Nah, I wouldn't bother. I mean,
Why does she not like books?
no, just that I had too many books.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, she didn't like that you had too many.
Yeah, my room was basically covered with books.
Is that your kind of
It's my idea of.
finger to her?
No. It's just that.
It's like, screw you.
No, it's like I want it to be.
Surround myself with books.
Yeah, you want to surround yourself with some things you love.
Yeah.
That reminds you of the good values you have, right? Because a lot of books I've read, and that book taught me this, that book was on the front. I can
cool.
recall all these things, right? And it's like same thing. Your brother having a lot of art objects around him. Like, it's really, you gotta surround yourself with things you love. This makes huge difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, is there another deal breaker or?
I mean, I
requirement?
found that I really like cute girls. What can I say?
You're
So
Asian.
what do you mean by cute?
I mean, it has, because I'm so aesthetically trained, should I say? It has to please my eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Asian.
and what pleases your eyes?
That's
Like, what's your definition
no.
of cute?
Seriously, my definition of cute.
Yeah, everybody has a different definition. Like he might think
No.
something's beautiful, but you're like, oh no.
No, I
like that.
think anything. I mean, because
I have a funny story to tell you, but anyway.
okay, we can tell it in 30 seconds. You can tell your story in 30 seconds.
Okay, you have.
But
quickly.
yeah, so yeah, it doesn't have to be drop dead gorgeous, but as long as I find it cute,
Find it cute.
find
Like a
her
dog.
cute,
Like a dog.
find the feature, or find that thing cute.
That thing.
That was good enough. Yeah, that some feature, right? Some angle, something that. Oh, that shit looked cute. Yeah, that's
Like a
sensation.
Japanese doll.
No, different.
Okay.
It's different every time. Yeah. In terms of, they were all cute, but they were all different.
Okay.
So it's not that I am looking for
It's
some.
just whatever is pleasing to your
Yeah.
eye.
So like yeah, it's like oh well, okay. That's what I mean. Like they were all very different.
So then-
yet I find them all cute. Means that as long as I find them cute enough or some validating or
So-
quality, then
Okay.
that's good enough. That's
So
good
you're
enough.
super.
So are you saying you have a
I am.
wide
Yeah.
variety of things that you find cute?
It's like a beauty of a flower. One flower you cannot compare to another flower, but they are both beautiful kind of way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That
I think the
together
girls
movie.
love that statement right there. That was like so poetic.
So poetic.
There's like two different flowers, but they're not comparable.
But they're unique in their own way.
They're just like, tell me more, Dustin.
Never.
Dustin, you're
discuss-
so deep. Oh my god.
Oh my God, you guys are your ideas of girls are so teenager girls, but
No, this is why I asked that question, right?
All girls are teenage girls.
okay, you have a story about
I-
the cuteness about a girl.
Yeah, so I used to work at this place. I shouldn't say where it
Okay.
was. But anyway, we used to work
some
in a...
prior work.
So yeah, remember you were talking about real sales? So this is my first real sales job,
Uh-huh.
okay? So, but you know, we had a ton of coworkers, and you know, like half the time, you know, cute girls or whatever come into the place, like we're all like, whoa, you know, and they're like, oh, Brian, you gotta check out this one. Oh, and, you know, and I was like, so one day my coworker, he's like, Brian, you know, oh my God, there's someone like super hot on the other side of this wall, like check it out. And I was like, really? I went around, I checked, and I was like, I don't, where? He goes, what are you, blind? Like, you know, and then he goes, there's two. I'm like, went, I checked, I go, I don't see it, like, you know, it's like, and then he's on the way up the stairs, I go, well, you know, and then we were looking up the stairs, I go, I don't see you, you know, and then he goes, it's right there, right? And I was like, the only person I see is I'm like, oh, and then I realized he liked a girl that I have no attraction to at all. I was like, the only one is that.
wow.
Oh no! I'm like,
no.
then I realized.
I'm sorry I dissed
like,
you.
this is great because we will never be fighting for the same girl. Yeah, but this is why it's so important to understand, you know, what you think is cute, right?
Okay, so
because
so-
my definition
Yeah,
is
you what
completely
kind of
different. Yours is different.
yeah. What kind of girls are you attracted to? What kind of like?
I was asking you, and then we're on to Ricky.
No. You just mentioned that
Yeah.
some guys' idea,
Yes.
but you didn't find attractive at all, right?
Well,
You
so
must have- yeah.
he, and this is no offense,
Uh-huh.
right? And everybody likes something different, which is
Uh-huh.
totally fine. Just thought my type is, you know, he liked a girl that was, you
Playboy
know,
model.
no, she was on the bigger side,
Okay.
and so he liked bigger ladies, which is totally fine. But
Uh-huh.
I'm just not into bigger
Ah,
ladies
she was too
myself.
fat. You mean? Okay.
No, I'm. Yes. Anyway, so
No, she
No,
could be
for
big,
me-
like hulking, right?
no,
That's a
for
big lady.
for me,
Must
Not
be
fat.
like Princess Diana.
well, she was bigger.
Uh-huh.
And for me, like, yeah, like, I mean, aside from hands, like I said, you know, if I get into the body type, and there's
big
variations,
hands,
right? But I prefer, right? Ricky and me, I think we're similar, right? We're like the more slender girls, right? And so, and that's, you know, that's my thing, right? But on occasion, right, and this is where, you know, it's not set in stone. That's why it's not a deal breaker for me. I just have a little thing with the hands, but you know, there's other girls that are on the thicker side that I still find attractive, right? Sometimes,
Okay.
but usually more slender girls,
Ah.
right? But his girl, I was like totally. I didn't even. To me, it did not register at all. I was just like, I don't, you know.
Where is this hot girl?
Yeah, like you're right. I'm thinking some supermodel, like blah blah blah, whatever, you know, whatever you typically, and you know, yeah, and that's great. Like, you know, he was into that, and which is fine for him. But I just, to me, it was not programmed. And I was like, I don't get where.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay.
But this is where now I'm more, you know, respectful of whatever it is that you guys particularly, you know, I realize now that, you know, everybody, you know, I have a little hand thing, you guys might, you know, whatever, like a little butt thing, a little, you know, you guys like a little breast thing, whatever it is, right? You know, I think I told you guys, I don't know, in one of the other podcasts anyway, that,
You know what they say about little hands, right?
I didn't say they had to be little. I just said there was had a hand thing, right?
They make the Asian guy look bigger.
But anyway,
I know,
there's-
but I know what he means. Like, some girl.
Some
and
girls
they're
have
so
really-
nice finger and skin, and
Right,
their
yeah.
hand can be like.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's attractive to me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I know
but
some.
you know, I used to work with a guy who loved big breasts. He just
I think that's more common.
which
Yeah.
is fine. See, but I'm not that guy,
Uh-huh.
right? Don't get me wrong. If there's a nice pair of breasts,
Is
in
it
there-
bonus?
yeah, no, it's a good thing. I like a good pair of breasts like anybody else, but it's not like a must where like
Right.
this guy that I'm telling you about, he loved it. He could just talk about it forever, and he was like talking, and you could almost feel his fantasy, you know. And I was joking with him at the time. I said, you know, I think you could probably just take her breasts out, and you don't even care if she has a head. And he's like, yeah, I don't care. Yeah, he was just telling me his whole fantasy with one of our coworkers, and I was like,
That's why
holy crap!
He probably should get his own breast so he can fondle all the time.
Yeah. He was just seriously. He was drowning in his own fantasy of her breasts. Like he was just oh my god. I just. I'm like okay,
right.
I get it. So anyway, back to your fantasies.
Seriously, the most time, the one time I was like, this woman's drop dead gorgeous, is when I saw Giselle Bunchen.
You say what?
Giselle Bunchen, he's like supermodel.
Oh, Giselle Bunchen?
Yeah.
Like in person?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is this?
It's a model.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
blonde?
DJ what?
You don't know who Giselle Bunchen is? This guy's like out of like cave or something.
Maybe I think I might know. She has big breasts.
Giselle Bunchen.
She is the wife of Tom Brady.
Oh, I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about. Oh, okay.
But
It was the way you pronounce her name. I'm like,
maybe,
what?
yeah. But anyways, when I saw her, that was.
So that's your.
Where?
I think she was came for like one of film festival or something.
Okay.
So,
I think she's hot, yeah.
downtown hotel. It's like I was like starstruck, but then again, there was a drop dead gorgeous, but on the other hand, I wasn't attractive. Just like that's beautiful, yet it's not that.
Oh.
I guess I like more of a
You didn't find-
girl next door kind of ish feeling maybe.
Oh, she's too.
It's too gorgeous.
Yes,
you know?
yes,
That's gorgeous, and I could appreciate that, but it's not what I'm attracted to.
That's what I think of white women in general.
Really?
Yeah, even the most beautiful ones, it's just I can look at them all day, but it's just Mr. Happy ain't doing anything, right?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
They look beautiful. You're like, wow, that's so beautiful. And you just keep looking. You want to talk to them. You want to make them happy, but it's just like, yeah, but Mr. Happy doesn't care, right?
Wow. Okay. That's another criteria to go by. Yeah.
Well, yeah. The first criteria is,
yeah.
Mr. Happy, what are you up to? Are you up? No. All right.
Wow.
So,
okay.
So are you? Is that you're done with your?
Let's find out
about
never
Ricky.
gave much.
I think I just said everything.
You only talked about Mr. Happy. That
No,
wasn't
Mr. Happy, we good?
Mr.
No?
Happy,
All right,
not
next.
happy. So why? Well, what's the top 5 for Mr. Happy?
There's no reason.
There's no,
there's
every
reason.
time, like, all my ex-girlfriends are different. And usually when...
But Mr. Happy was happy.
Yeah, Mr. Happy was happy. But,
What an honest guy.
no, it's just, when I meet people, it just strikes me like lightning. Like there's no reason behind anything, right? Some girl, we talk, or just see them. I'm like, whoosh.
Is it more like a attraction, like you feel chemistry with her, or like she?
No,
you feel
it
she's
starts
attracted
with
to
first
you?
sight. It starts with first sight.
Based on the look, he's going by now.
Right? It does. The look isn't. There's usually not some sort of uniform look.
Okay.
There are broad trends, right? Kind of.
Something that scratches his itch. That's what it is.
Well, Asian.
Something
Well, it has
that
to be
Scratches
Asian,
Mr.
right?
Happy.
that little bit of nerdiness, little bit of darkness, little bit of geekiness,
I think so.
good
Yeah.
look, good leg, all those things combined. It's like, whoa. I think.
Yeah, I think so, but
Based
not
on his talk last time.
not always though. But it just hits like lightning.
Yeah.
Usually, it just hits like lightning. I can't explain it, and then
So, but what hits you though?
I don't know.
So is it like a look she has, her eyes, her nose?
Okay,
what?
if I only see it, it's probably the look,
Okay.
right? That's the first point of engagement, right?
Okay.
And then talking to them, if the lighting hits, then I'll give her, the benefit of the doubt. Whatever she says, if she's stupid, I'll think she's kind of smart. If she's smart, I'll think she's super smart. Right? If she's kind of boring, I'll let it go. If she's interesting, I'm like, wow, she's like so interesting. Oh my god, I'm so.
Ricky's in love. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just don't know why it just hits like lightning. So, and then I go
Sounds
in.
great, but
Then I
don't
go in
know
for
if you can
talk.
find that.
This man's going by his instinct.
No, but that's the thing. It's so random, right?
Yeah.
So random. There's one time I went to a meetup barbecue, right? I knew there were pretty girls there because I saw it on the list.
My question is this: so is Mr. Happy correct all the time, or does he make mistake?
Yes, that's
No,
what I
Mr.
wanna
Happy-
ask.
Mr. Happy
So,
correct.
have you ever met someone that you thought was attractive and then open their mouth and you're like, oh god, no?
No, but that's the point of attraction. That Mr. Happy doesn't get into it yet. Mr. Happy is
I thought you said Mr. Happy was happy in the first look.
No.
Well,
No.
he has a look preference, but I guess when he actually has a contact, that's when he knows.
Oh.
Yeah, Mr. Happy is.
So Mr. Happy has to talk with her mom first.
Mr. Happy has to run through the program first, right?
Okay.
So first point of attraction. So it's never who you think. Never who I think it is, right? So I go to these meetups, barbecues. You know, I see the list full of very beautiful girls, right? I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to chat her up. I'm gonna try to chat her up. I'm gonna try to chat her up. And then I go, and then there's not the most beautiful girl, but lightning hits, and you know, I go move in on them, and then I'm like, wow, this is great. I'm talking to them. You know, Mr. Happy, you doing okay? All right, let's just keep going at it, right?
Oh my god.
You know, but most of the times I fumble. I forget to get her number, or
That's where you gotta talk to Mr. Happy and go, hey, give me a heads up next time.
no, Mr. Happy's like, oh, go for it. I'm like, yeah, I'll probably
Mr.
see her.
Happy's just like,
Yeah, I'm like, I'll probably see her at the next meetup. I don't have to look like a creep. And then I never see her again. I'm like, oh fuck, I should have been the creep.
The only
I
thing
should have just creeped on her.
the only thing I have to say, it's great that he knows what he wants by instinct, even though he cannot articulate in words.
Mhm.
But only
No,
thing
it's
I
not
want
like-
to say, only thing I want to say is that
Yeah.
give a girl more chance than the first meet. Maybe Mr. Happy will activate third or fourth meeting.
No, very rare.
It,
Very rare.
I think I know what you mean because yeah, I know what Ricky's talking about because
Mhm.
even before I knew it, you know, Happy knew it, right? It happened to me, but that didn't prove anything about compatibility, by the way. It's I guess it's just about chemistry in a way.
I think yeah, probably chemistry.
yeah.
Because if I meet someone and it's still like okay, I haven't. It's either I friend zone them or I'm on the chase, or I just stand back and watch a bit more, right? But when I'm watching, it means I'm still on the chase. But if I friend zone, that's it. That's done, right? And a lot of girls, it's like by the third, fourth time I see them, it's like the friend zone area, right? And if I'm chasing, that's like it means I'm on a very cautious chase because I know that type is like you know the gazelle, like they'll just you know. But the thing is, it's
yeah.
like yeah, I know pretty soon after meeting someone, it's like okay, you know, most end up in the friend zone. Like we're just be a good friend.
It can be their impression of you that it doesn't allow, like they think you're not their type in the beginning, like first meeting, and then they're not actually being themselves. And then later when they figure out, oh, actually Ricky's actually cool, I didn't know that, and then she'll start showing you her real self, and then suddenly you're like, oh, you pick up on a different vibe.
No, yeah. Now that I think about
it's
it,
very different though.
This thing has to do something. It's like something in her is very receptive about something in me. That's the sense I get.
But usually it's
Yeah.
if there's no lightning in the beginning,
Yeah.
if I meet someone, they're cool, they might be attractive, but if that lightning didn't hit the first time, it's not gonna go the other way around, right? It's not gonna pull itself back up. That's just me.
But my experience said I built a relationship without that, and it was fine. And I tried to build relationship with that. It's usually not that successful.
Well, that's
Yeah.
that's the difference between you and me,
Yeah.
right? So I don't know. It's like I said, like you said,
yeah, what I
it's
mean,
instinct.
yeah,
For me,
yeah,
it's very
yeah.
instinctive.
Yeah.
But for you, it's a different approach, right?
I mean, what I'm saying is distinguish between your instinct and your natural hormonal preference and relationship. Actually, that you have to work by definition to be.
Yeah, maybe this
Yeah.
is like your creative flow, and then
Yeah.
you're a little more methodical, right?
I am not necessarily at all. That's the funny thing. I am not. I try to be. That's why I try. Yeah. All right. We covered good ground with the Ricky's Mr. Happy theory.
Mr.
Happy
yeah,
method,
Mr. Series.
Mr. Happy method, which I put a lot of credence in.
What
because-
don't you motherfuckers have like a
Yeah.
happy Mr. Happy protocol?
No. So it's like because I try to put in a lot of words, but there's something base instinctual about things. You know when you like a girl when like the first moment, near first moment, because they say what your first impression of a person is determined within like what 30 seconds or 50 seconds.
Less than that.
Yeah, or 7 seconds, whatever. The very short time, and it's formed and it won't change unless there's something dramatically changing. Although one of the very better strategy is to give terrible impression and do the flip, the Mr. Darcy move, where he's a terrible person, but when the lady found out who he really is, it's double the good, right? You don't know Mr. Darcy?
No.
Jane Austen's Mr. Darcy. Okay.
No.
Anyways, Jesus. With my pronunciation. Anyways,
Yeah.
okay, no, Bridget Jones. Have you
No.
have you watched the movie?
No.
Okay, you are not really into.
I thought you didn't
Culture
watch
idol,
movies.
right?
What happened?
No, it's not. No, Bridget Jones is a modern reinterpretation of Pride and Prejudice,
Oh, okay.
where Mr. Darcy originally appeared.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
No.
Anyways, that's what I mean. I know it's a good barometer for sure, going to instinct, but again, you cannot put 100% credence to your instinct either, because if your instinct was so correct, you never made any mistake, you will get your, I don't know, lottery number right, etc. Yeah, you cannot just trust your instinct, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what you're saying,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, well, what's the alternative, right?
yeah, it's like my dick doesn't work. that way.
You cannot approach things in too intellectual. Yeah. Haven't you ever met a person that she fit all your criteria? I told you like 3 or 4 things.
Yeah.
She's all that. I know. Wow. That's what I mean. Yeah, last year I met girls who fit all my criteria. Yet in the end, I'm not attracted to them. Right? Such a nice, cute, good-natured everything. Yet.
Then your criteria is not true to yourself. Then.
Well, I guess it predicates that I am attracted to begin with. I guess the criteria.
Okay.
Yeah. So all those things I mentioned, it predicates on that. Yeah, I felt the attraction in the beginning. Probably. Although I gotta say yes, I changed my mind on person before, because when you get more deeply in love, you just find good qualities, you know. Anyways,
Or maybe you just change yourself to find those qualities.
I think
good.
I do sometimes change myself to some degree. That's for sure. I'm not the most of a rigid character.
Are there like deal breakers for you? Specific.
That's a good question.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Happy is
you're
a deal
following
breaker.
Mr. Happy and everything, which is great. but
He's a judge and a deal breaker.
I
at the
think
same
anything
time.
can be a deal breaker.
really?
Anything, yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, I might accept something in one girl, but another girl I might not accept it.
Oh, this.
I think I
no
just
standard,
my life changes a lot, and criteria always changes.
Like, what do you mean in your life? What changes?
my jobs, my
Okay.
location. I've moved around a lot.
So, are you
Um,
saying you're like easily irritable or something?
No, it's just things I look for. It's just sometimes.
Elusive, man. Elusive. I know you like to chase, so as soon as you get her, you just lose interest sometimes.
Yeah,
right?
that is a big
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
But some negative qualities on one person might be a positive quality on another person, right? So if the girl comes
Sometimes.
and that package, that negative quality works on that person, I'm fine with it. But if
What is an example?
if a girl's sassy
Okay.
and she runs her mouth off,
Okay.
right? If that girl was kind of like really homely, wears slippers, like a flip flops, and it didn't really work for her,
Yeah.
then that would be a turnoff. If that sassy girl rocked a cocktail dress all the time, wore makeup, and used that sass to protect me in some argument, I'd be like, oh man, that's hot,
Okay.
Yeah, run your mouth, be a fucking bitch, but be a bitch on my side, right? But if that other bitch is using her bitchiness on me, I'm like, it's like,
So she better walk the talk.
no, some things work on a girl and some things don't.
Yeah, right.
Right? If say a girl lies a lot, right? And she was doing it offensively and it had no reason doing it.
That's a totally
That's bad. But if a
deal breaker
girl
for me if she
but
lies.
if a girl lied but to protect you, right?
You're
Not like
talking about her intentions towards you that they need to be good.
yeah, but those qualities can be different because the intention is
right.
different
Yes.
on each girl, right?
Yeah. I would agree with that.
If a girl spends a lot of money
Yeah.
and you don't know where it went, you're like, what the fuck you spend it on, right? But if she spends a lot of money, but it was for your daughter,
So
It's
really,
healthy, yeah.
what you want, it's not about those other superficial qualities. It's about you want someone that has good intentions towards you.
Well, not just
That's
me.
what she needs to.
Not
That's
just
the deal breaker.
Well, I mean that's the example, but like I said,
But I mean,
you
that's
know,
the difference, right?
yeah.
Like, you know, you're not really into someone who's sassy or not.
So some
You
things
really
are
want the girl-
justifiable in some persons, right?
Yeah. Some things work on a girl, some things don't. I find personally, right? So you know, a girl can be sassy, but not in my favor. But you know, it works on her, and it makes her sexy, and Mr. Happy's like, wow, she's hot, right? But
That's because she likes you. That's what you want.
yeah, but if
You're
some
just
other
saying
girl,
if the girl doesn't like you,
No,
anything she does, it doesn't matter.
no, but let's just say this: two girls, one is very homely looking and just very angry. One is super hot. You know, she's rich and she drives like a fucking Lambo. But both of them are sassy. You know, one looks like what we Cantonese people call like fucking Paul, which is some lady who goes to the market and argues over the price of something.
Okay.
And one looks like you know, just
Hot supermodel.
a hot supermodel, but she has attitude.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
but the same type of sass. It just
Yeah.
some girls can rock it, some girls can't. You know.
Yeah.
So I find sass might be a negative quality on someone, but might
Could be positive or
positive on someone.
Okay.
Just puts her over on that. Yeah.
I guess in that case, yeah, it'll make her even harder for him.
Yeah. But some girls are unhealthy. Some girls are unhealthy for a reason. But it's very nuanced. You know, everyone's a bit different. But there's some things you can just let someone get away with.
Okay.
But you won't.
Given them, is there
Yeah.
some quality you find turn off universally?
Universally. There's a lot. There's so much I just can't name it all.
Okay. a
Name
lot
your
of
top
things.
5.
What? Ugly girl.
What's the worst one? What's the worst one?
No, I haven't thought about this. This is hard.
What?
So it's not that bad then. Nothing coming to your brain.
No. I guess it's just too many. It's just try to make a list. It's a
Yeah,
new
what's the
list,
most important bad thing that they
Well, what's the most horrible thing that you've seen in a girl?
Yeah, I mean, I cannot bear.
I think maybe honesty. I think honesty with
Someone
I
who's
think
honest. You
honesty
hate
is
that?
very important.
No, you need a girl who
Yeah.
is honest
Yes,
with
yes.
what she's doing and where her heart is,
No,
right?
seriously, honesty is really important because
Yeah.
it's associated with the trust, which is the most important
Yeah.
quality in a relationship.
So I've had 4 ex-girlfriends.
Uh-huh.
3 of them were honest. My first was,
Not honest, dishonest.
I wouldn't say dishonest, but she was Japanese, right? And Japanese people
Oh.
are very
Two-faced?
Not two-faced. I wouldn't say two-faced. They just don't.
Oh, you're just
They
chopping up Japanese right now.
They just can't handle the truth, and they can't really dish the truth, right?
Polite.
It's like I don't know where I stood with that girl. I knew we were kind of dating, but I just didn't know what we were going towards, right? So the thing is, we started dating, and I don't know if we were dating, but she went back to Japan. She wrote like an entrance exam for a university, and she came back. She wanted to get married. I'm like, all right, she probably failed her exam, and she doesn't know what to do with her life, right? And then it was just weird for that whole time. She was back in Canada. And then I found out later she was dating some other guy around the same time she was dating me. So was the fact that was she dating 2 guys, or did she figure out that I told her, yeah, I don't really want to marry you because I just don't even know you that well, right? Did she start dating the guy after that? What's the deal, right? So it's like it was disturbing to know that happened to me, right? But it was like, you know, you really have to know what's going through the other person's mind, right? Are we like just friends with benefits? If that's so, if I knew, that'd be fine. But if this is the fact that you don't know what's going on, right? And I think with Japanese people, it's like they don't give you a straight answer. So it's very difficult to
Well, it's maybe not that
friends
she
with-
wasn't honest. You just want someone who you have a good communication with.
yeah.
So you guys are understanding each other.
Yeah, but we didn't understand each other, so it was
Yeah.
tough, right? So, but even still, Japanese people will not give you the truth. They don't need they never
Or
give you a straight answer.
you can never say all of them.
Yeah, because I don't know all of them. I've known quite a few.
The longer they stayed in Canada, the better English they speak. I think they know how to deal with English speaking people. But I've met a lot of Japanese people who came here to work. No, not to work, to learn English, right? They'll never give you a straight answer. You're like, hey, we're having a party, yada yada yada. Do you want to come? They'll never say no.
Oh,
Half of them
right,
they'll say
right.
yes, but they'll blow you off,
Uh-huh.
right? But they'll come up with some sort of weird answer that just doesn't answer anything, right? So you just got to read the room. So it's very difficult communicating with them. So just imagine you're dating a girl that is just like, comes and goes with the wind, right? So I don't know. Could be communication, could be honesty, but I think she was not being honest with her whole life, because it seems like she's in turmoil herself. If you can't get into university, you're asking someone to marry you. Like, what the fuck?
I just think that's a lot of Japanese girls do.
That's scary.
I haven't met a whole lot that were liars or anything. Like all the ones that I know, they're pretty cool. But I think a lot of them do come here just with that intention, right? It's just like, I don't know why they were all flocking here at some point, and they were either get with somebody here and stay here eventually, or come back here, or they would go back home. I have a lot of friends that went back home and then boom, like they, became boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, boom. And then you start seeing kids. So yeah. But they're definitely, but that's also other girls too that I know that were whatever, Chinese or whatever. They're either like they're looking, their clock is ticking, and they're like, okay, is it him? The yes, no. If not, then like a lot of them, like I said, I still maybe keep in touch with them on Facebook or whatever, and I know that
in a way they're smart. They know what they.
Well, I mean that's the female journey,
Yeah, but I think honesty in relationships it's tough. People get themselves into a situation and they're like, they don't want to lose it, they don't want to break it, but they're just don't know how to move forward. So people just live with a bit of.
Those things, the quality of you mentioned about this Japanese girl you're dating, right? It's not necessarily bad, because probably the reason that she wasn't telling the truth was she never really wanted to hurt your feelings, right? So this about
this is where I say it's more about communication, right? Like she just didn't know how to communicate.
Or that she just didn't get the cue that when she meant was yes and no, you didn't get it. That could be also a reason why.
It's like I said, Japanese people don't give you a yes or no. It's just
I learned moments they give you pretty clear answer. I sometimes just don't get it. And that's what I found. Like they said, I said no. I didn't hear any no, but they clearly communicated to me, right? I think that in a way explored into this your relationship that way.
But my other 3 girlfriends afterwards, they're pretty straightforward.
So direct people you prefer.
They weren't direct, but we knew
where
we stood, where our feelings were. Those guys were pretty. They didn't have anyone on the side. They were just like very. They cared for me, right? But we knew exactly where we were emotionally, because we weren't lying about it. If they were angry, they just kind of told me, you did this, and I'm kind of angry over it.
I appreciate that so much.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You know what the problem is. You can get over it, right?
Yeah. Compared to a person who's like, why are you angry? I'm not angry.
Yeah. No, but sometimes they get into that. But most of the time, it's just like, yeah, I'm angry because of this, and then okay, yeah. And then we'll just sit there and we might talk about it. We might just let it go or whatever, right? But it's just, we got over it. The thing is, it's just, it's like emotional honesty or just communication, I guess, right?
I think most girls would like a man who gets them without probing too much. But it's one of my shortcomings that I don't get it.
I think you have that experience now, right? Like that's something I learned as well. Is like I went into different relationships. Like, as guys, we're more direct, right? We're like I think that's what you mean, right? When you say honest, like you mistake. I think they're just not being direct as being trying to be lying and all that, right? like before, in my earlier relationships, yeah, I wanted, you know, just like, is it yes, is it no? Like, well, you know, well, I just want to know what's going on, right? I was always very honest. I'm like, if I meant something, I say it. If
Yeah,
I don't,
imagine Joe chasing you, and you don't want to hurt his feelings, so you are trying to let him down easily.
Yeah.
That's maybe how the girl is trying to.
yeah, a lot of
to
times
us,
that
yeah?
happens, right?
Yeah.
You know, and
Exactly.
and so girls, you kind of have to start after a while. You get it. Like sometimes it's what they don't say, and that's the answer, right?
Yeah.
It's just like they didn't say anything. They're telling you no, or they're telling you yes, just by them not saying anything, right?
That's is the answer.
Like
as in
when
the
you're
whole
saying
package.
about the angry thing.
Uh-huh.
I'm not angry. That means she's angry, right?
100%.
Like everybody knows that now, right? So, but before you're like, you said you're not angry, but
Let's have some fun. No.
but yeah, you learn to read those things, and you know this is one of the it's a common challenge that men and women have. Trying to communicate and understand each other.
It's interesting. But to wrap it up, I hope you guys success this year for sure. Meeting in special someone for long-term relationship.
Yeah,
It's,
I
because
know.
nothing feels better than
I am
Nothing feels better than the chase. I'm sorry.
No, nothing feels better than having somebody on your side who loves and cares for you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what Ricky really wants. Is he wants someone that cares about him, which is what everybody wants.
Yeah, I told you. That's the male romance fantasy. And
No,
versus
but I
the
mean,
girl. Remember I said
girls want that too.
no, girls want guys to play with their feelings and go through
Uh-huh.
trials and tribulations. Guys want to go through the city with a machine gun killing everyone, and then the girl operating the computer, you know, opening lifts and shit, you know, the sidekick that, you know, that helps
Oh,
them
the
up.
sidekick.
Yeah, that's the male love fantasy, right?
Dude, that's your love fantasy.
No, dude, watch every fucking movie from the 80s and 90s. It's Schwarzenegger, rips up everyone, chick helps him, and they kiss at the end.
Good sidekick.
I
Okay.
just saw the latest Terminator. He doesn't make it, and the girls kick ass. So you know,
I'm sorry, we live in a different time now. Yeah, but
gotta
back
get with the
then,
times, man. It's
back
changing.
then, Rambo kills everyone. You know, the girl helps him.
The
open a
girls
few
like,
doors,
I don't even want your help.
Defuses a bomb, and then they have sex at the end. There you go. That's the fantasy.
Yeah,
That's the old male romance.
My wife was so much stronger than in every aspect compared to them. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you
Okay.
learned some lessons. That's good.
Yeah, well, hope everyone finds love
Yeah. This year.
In 2000
or strengthens whatever love you have right now. And,
Imagine February 22nd rolls around.
February 22nd.
Yeah, 2/22. 2/22.
Oh shit, that's my driving test.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be, what?
Oh,
You don't
fuck.
have a G license? Oh, now you're
No.
going for G license.
Yeah.
Okay.
They shortened it supposedly.
Then yeah, you'll be getting your G license on February 22nd of 2022, which is when it comes around not that often.
Fuck whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright, later.
Later.